All right, I'm back. Sorry, everybody. My frustration with YouTube continues. What happened was I think that I had the browser open and it was hidden, so I didn't see it on my laptop here. So I was getting some reverb with that. Anyway, wanted to get on and talk about the channel a little bit. I've been going back and forth with YouTube on a bunch of things, and I don't know really what's been going on with the outdoor channels and related content, but a lot of it's just not getting what it used to. And I'm pretty close with a lot of different content creators, and so we've all been talking about it. We've all been saying like, "Hey, have you noticed like since maybe basically like September of last year, everything has just tanked?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, it's I don't know why." And I think it's a couple of reasons. Number one, I think that people are kind of used to the nomad off-grid lifestyle, and so therefore they kind of have their favorites and might just only tune into those. Number two, it's also oversaturated. There's a ton of people to do it, and I mean, I'm going to continue doing it because I love doing this, and that's the way I live. But I'm thinking about, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Let's see what we got. We got Mark and Teresa out office camping. Chris Rader, hey, what's up? Say what's up to everybody. I'll give you a shout out if you want to say hello here. But what I'm thinking about doing is going forward is like reviewing all this stuff because I've got so much knowledge from the last 7 years of living on the road and trying all these different products and all these different things. And one thing I haven't done lately, and I totally got away from, was just reviewing stuff. And it seemed that people really enjoyed the video yesterday with the stove. And so I've got two other stoves that I could do reviews on. I've never done a review on the Bighorn 310. I haven't talked about reviews for the different stuff, like the winch for my truck, the snorkel for the air intake, all those different things. I got tons of stuff I could talk about. And so I think like the lifestyle videos, although they're good and they're relaxing, there's just a lot of them out there. And so I think I'm going to incorporate some more stuff into the channel because it is frustrating to get on every day. And it's like, for the last 5 years, I've never had a day where I had a negative subscriber count where people would unsubscribe to the channel to the point where it was negative per day. It was always in like the 100 to 200 up to like 1,000 per day. And in the past month, I've had like, I don't know, 10 days where it's been the negative. And I told YouTube, I was like, look, for whatever reason, people are telling me all the time that they're unsubscribed to my channel, but they've been watching for a long time. And so I don't understand why this is going on. And it just seems like there's a lot of flux going on with YouTube. And, on top of it too, it's a third party platform. It's not mine. And what I like is that on my own website, well, Squarespace has it now to where, depending on which plan you sign up for the member section, you can have up to 50 hours of your own content on there, of your own video content. I can upload it directly to my website and not have to go through YouTube or nothing. And that's what I want to do. I want to have everything in my own area. So I'm going to start working on that. It's going to take a long time to build that up. And then I'll probably introduce it in about a month's time. Once I've had a time to populate the content, I'm going to put a podcast on there, and it's going to be only for people that are tuning into the member section. And then also on Patreon, it's going to be the same thing. And then like early bird videos, like what I do on Patreon, all that stuff. And then maybe even get away from Patreon Wednesdays and everybody's on Patreon can convert over to that. And then what I'd like to do is have it to be more of an intimate group setting. The only thing is I don't know how to do the chat on there if I have my own video on there. So I've got to figure out how to do a chat so people can leave comments and things like that. I know they can leave comments on the blog posts and stuff like that, and also on audio like files, like podcasts and stuff like that. So you can do it on blog post, podcast, but I'm not sure on the video yet. So I'll figure out how to do it. So I want to come back in and say what's up to everybody. So let me go back through here real quick. So Rudaba, hey mate, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just been hanging out this weekend. It's real windy today, so not really doing much outside, but I've been feeling a lot better. So Chris, I rarely get notifications anymore. I just check in with your channel. Yeah, and that's the thing is like that's what I've been telling them. I'm like, hey, people are telling me they can't find me anymore. Like these are people that tune into the channel. And so there is a guy that I'm working with from YouTube, and I got to give him credit. He's really good. Like he's going through and he's going through all my videos and all that stuff and looking at things and giving suggestions and saying, hey, we'll look into this. And he did say that there is a glitch in the system where he thinks about 1,000 different content creators are getting their channels for whatever reason, like thwarted down. He goes, I'm looking at your stuff and it doesn't seem like there's any problem on our end, but who knows if the algorithm might be picking up something that we can't identify. So let me do some more research. So it feels comforting in that, they give us support in that regard. But, on the flip side of that, with all the censorship issues and all those things, it's like, I just don't know if I want to be so reliant on YouTube. It's like I've got, let's see, three revenue streams right now that are pretty good. YouTube's by far the biggest, but I can convert that over to something else. And so, I'll always be on YouTube. I'm never going to have the channel go away. but probably will shift a little bit more in the future to highlight like, hey, if you want to have more content or content that's completely different than what you see on YouTube, like go to my members page, because I do a lot of stuff with Native American ruins, and I'd love to explain and give people information and insight into, like the cool stuff that I find when I'm out there, like the spear tip that I found. That's being analyzed right now by the archaeologist. They asked me to bring it in, and they said we want to take a look at it and see if it's possibly Clovis or if it's just one that's from the 1600s or 1500s that's been repurposed. And so it's really cool to see that stuff, and I'd love to tell more about it, but I don't want to tell it to the entire masses. I'd rather tell it to like a small group, and just because that Native American stuff is a little bit sensitive. So but okay, let's get back here. Jeff HT Hoover, hey, back at you. Sean Justice, hello from Charleston, West Virginia. Man, I'd love to go visit West Virginia. I hear it's so pretty out there. Diane Briston, hey, what's going on? Hope you're having a good day. Sheila Kane, okay, back at you. Hope you're having fun watching the live stream here. Michael Mallory, hello, Brian and Sierra. Sierra's doing good. We just got back from a walk, and then I just gave her a big old piece of Black Forest ham, so she's in a good mood. So you can see little tails going here, and she's having a good day. We slept in this morning until about 9 a.m. because I got up in the middle of the night, just took the stove, and stayed up for about an hour watching videos on YouTube and stuff. I know, sweetie, you're such a good girl. You want some water? Let's get you some water here. Come here. We're going to go pick up some goat's milk here in just a little bit. My buddy Chad's got some more goat's milk ready for her, so I'm gonna go pick that up here. So she loves drinking that stuff. So, all right, let's see. J Dubs Adventure, hey from Virginia, hey, back at you. Let's see what else have we got here. Sorry, my thing just skipped on me. Hobbit Hole, love your channel, keep it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I enjoy making these videos, and I'll keep doing the same stuff that I've been doing, but I want to add to it because like lately. I do have to say that being here at the ranch, well, people get on me for calling it a ranch. So being at my mountain property, I feel like I'm recording the same stuff over and over, and I get tired of that because I kind of, a lot of it was like new, fresh stuff, and that's why I loved being on the road. Was that everything I'd film, it was always new. I mean, I'd go back to some spots, but it was, it was a new trip each time and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed that. And not having my truck, like I was talking to my friend Chad today. I was like, dude, for the last 6 months, like my truck is still not working properly. I drove from Flagstaff to here, which would be like maybe a quarter of a tank, not even, and it took a half a tank to get here. So like the gas mileage is tanked because the catalytic converter has gone out. So it's like that catalytic converter and the entire exhaust to be replaced because it's all trashed after 340,000 miles. That's $2,400. And so it's like that coupled with like my truck engine when I had that redone. Altogether, I've spent about $15,000 on that truck in the last 3 months, and it's been frustrating. But for the last 6 months, I've only had my truck available working properly for 3 weeks. And so like coming out here, trying to get things set up, all that stuff, it's been really frustrating. So I've been discouraged. I haven't filmed as much as I normally would. And so I think getting back on the road and having a truck where I can actually go do stuff is going to be fun because then I can record all the exciting things I like to do when I'm out. There's so much stuff that I want to see here in Arizona that I haven't even had a chance to get into because I've just been sitting here, like just been hanging out, waiting for shit to get done. And it's been frustrating with the truck. Like every time something new comes up, it's like, it's not $100 or $200 fix, it's thousands, and I'm like, this has got to stop. Like I've replaced damn near everything on that truck now, except for the frame. So it's like, and I don't need to replace the frame, but I'm just saying like everything else on there is basically brand new. So it better work properly. And, had I known all these issues would have been with the truck, I would have just got rid of it initially when it first started up, 3 years ago. Cause I've gone through 2 engines now in the past 3 years. And it's just like, I'm done with these expenses with that. So, that frustration coupled with like that ATV that I bought from Right Now in Phoenix, it's still broken. It doesn't work. The steering's all fucked up and they won't do anything about it. And it's like, do I take it back to them and let them be so, I mean, they had it for 26 days initially. So it's like, do I allow them to once again have it for like a month and not fix shit and then come back here and drop it off and say everything's fine? Or do I just go to Right Now and, or go AZ up in Flagstaff and have them fix it? It's stuff like that. So it's just kind of frustrating. It's like, it's just a lot of things. And then also with Sierra's cancer and all that stuff, it's been frustrating in that regard. And then I broke my foot, it's like those doctors said I didn't break it. That's BS. My foot still hurts real bad. So it's like, I know that was jacked up. I know, girl, what you doing over there? You want me to get you some goat's milk soon? We're going to get some. So all those frustrations coupled with just sitting around, it's like, I didn't feel like I was inspired to film anything cool. So I appreciate people sticking with me during this time because it has been kind of, it's been frustrating on my regard. And I've been trying not to like let that boil over in my videos and stuff like that. So, but I do have a bunch of information that